it's Amber. Happy Friday! So we survived the week, which is so exciting. And I'm on time today. You know, I always promise I'm going to be on time and then something happens. So I'm happy to be here. I'm happy you guys are here. And I thought we would just play around today. I have this new stamp set from the holiday catalog, Graveyard Gate, that I haven't even used yet. It is still packaged up and attached. So I thought, I have an idea in my head. I thought we could just play around and see what we can do. You guys okay with that? Hope so. Because that's what we're doing. Oh, and I forgot. I need, what do I need? What do I need? Okay, I need Dapper Denim. Let me get some. Hi, Casey. Welcome. Let's see. Let me get some ink pads so we can work. I know you can't see me right now. Sorry. I am getting my ink pads off my shelf because that is how well I planned out today. Case in point, I really didn't. So I just have some ideas and we're going to try them out. Okay. Hi, Megan. Welcome, guys. I need to get one more thing. I'll be right back. I'm just going to walk outside this door. Okay. We moved everything to my craft room this week, but some of the stuff is still in the guest bedroom, so I'm back and forth. So we're going to, let's see. So first off, with this Graveyard Gate, we're going to use, we're going to make a mess is what we're going to do. I need my background so I don't make a mess on my table. Let's see. So we're going to start with a piece of basic black cardstock as our card base. And do I have, hopefully I have everything I need next to me. So I'm going to cut this piece in half to 5.5 by 8.5. So cut it directly in half. And then I'm going to score it at 4.25. Right there. So I don't know if you can see that very well on the picture, but I've scored it so it will fold in half like this. Okay. And I'm going to save the other piece for later. Now I'm going to cut a piece of Whisper White, one for the inside and one for the outside. So Whisper White cardstock is my favorite. I love the sound of cardstock. Makes me so happy. So I'm going to cut this one at 5.25 by 4 so it will layer well. Oops, not with the scoring blade though. I do that often. Almost use the scoring blade. 5.25 by 4. So how's everyone's week going? Mine has been mostly uneventful. The bank paid us back for my husband's credit card getting stolen, which was good. And we are on harvest break, so I've had no school, which is awesome. Gotten stuff done at my home, like organizing my craft space, which is so amazing. I'm so happy to have my craft space organized now. We're going to cut some more in a minute, but the first thing we're going to do is we are going to actually take one of these pieces of Whisper White and get it ready. Okay, sorry, I have to think because I'm trying to make like an evening sky. Yes, thank goodness it's Friday. It's just been I'm sure it's been a crazy week. I mean, even being home, it's been kind of a crazy week. So I'm going to use the technique that I thought of last week with the tissues. And we are going to actually, as if we're sponging on the back of this, but then I'm going to, instead of just dropping it, I'm actually rubbing it left and right too after I drop it. Okay? We're going to try to make like an evening background. Like sunset almost. Sunset slash dusk. So I'm using Melon Mambo on the bottom part of my card. Then I'm going to be using Sweet Sugar Plum. Sweet Sugar Plum. We're just going to see how this card comes out. This does have matching thinlits, but I don't want to use the thinlits today. I thought I would just mess around with the stamp. With just the stamp. So Sweet Sugar Plum in the middle. Sweet Sugar Plum is not as dark of a color. which is good because it's a good transition color. Okay. All right. So there's my transition from Melon Mambo to Sweet Sugar Plum. Now we're going to use Dapper Denim on the top. Here's my Dapper Denim. And by the way, you guys, I've discovered nail stamping in the past month. Look at how cute my nails are. Can you see how cute they are? I did those all myself. Like, I painted them and then I cleaned them up and then I stamped on them. It's so fun. If you have never tried nail stamping, it's awesome. It's my newest obsession, like a secondary obsession to stamping. It's amazing. I love it. Okay. So I'm going to take the Dapper Denim down into the Sweet Sugar Plum a little bit. So it's not... So it transitions a little bit. Sorry, I can't talk while I'm spreading. So aren't they cute? I love it. I put that one has a little shoe on it. I put a little like stiletto on it. The shoe didn't turn out as well as I wanted it to, but I'm transitioning some of the Dapper Denim into the bottom colors too, to make them not into the Melon Mambo to make it not as bright. By the way, okay. So this is now what our background looks like. Kind of like a sunset. Like I said, I'm planning this all out in my head, so we're gonna hope it works. So the next thing I need is the pillar. Well, do I need the pillar or do I need, I need the pillar and the gate. Those are the two things I need. The paper is not coming off very well. Okay, so I'm gonna do the gate. So these are the clear stamps. They call them the clear stamps. Even though you can't see through them, they are unmounted. So you can put them on clear blocks. And then I have this one as well, which is the pillars on the side of the graveyard. And can I do that one diagonally on here? No, I gotta do that on the big one. Okay. I'm gonna have to make it work on the big block. I don't have a lot of little blocks. So we're going to do the big block next. So I'm going to be using basic black to just stamp directly on my background that I made. Okay. So I'm going to, I need to buy re-inkers for my blacks. So I like to really prime them, make sure they stamp clear before I do anything with them. Make sure that'll stamp clear. Yeah, that's good enough. Okay. I'm going to stamp it right in the middle of the pink area. Okay, so far that's what that looks like. Okay. Now I'm going to stamp, I'm just going to peel this off and put it on the front so I don't lose it, and use the same block for my pillar. And I'll clean everything when I'm done. So yeah. So I'm going to do the same thing with my pillar. I'm going to make sure it's nice and primed, and we'll stamp, oh yeah, it's gonna stamp really solid. That's awesome. Okay. You guys, I love Halloween. I don't know if I've told you guys that. That is it's my favorite holiday. I'm sure I talked to you guys about that last year, because I made a lot of Halloween items last year because it's my favorite. Sorry, that was kind of weird, but look at how cute that is. That's so fun. Okay, now we are actually going to put a saying on here, but we are not going to stamp it directly on here. I'm going to stamp one actually inside, which I hardly ever do an inside stamp. we're going to stamp the one that says have a happy Halloween for the inside. Okay. Peel off my paper. And we're going to stamp that in black as well. Now when you're stamping, remember not to rock your stamp. You want to just kind of tap it. You know, tap it in. Tap, tap. Just tap it on the stamp pad so it gets a nice even coverage. It shouldn't be around the other edges. And then when you put it on your paper, do the same thing. Just tap it down once. Don't roll it. And then see how it stamps really nice in there. And that says, have a haunted Halloween. It's cute, huh? And I'm just peeling these off as I go and putting them to the side to clean. Okay, so I'm going to set this portion aside for a second and the inside aside for a second. And we're going to figure out how much we need. We're going to cut some Whisper White for this. For the Open If You Dare. We're going to figure out how much of a piece of paper we need to cut. And I use, I have grid paper from Stampin' Up! That I use to decide how big to cut things. So I just lay it on the corner of the grid paper, and it looks like I'm going to need 1 1/4 by 1 on the white. So I'm going to grab a scrap piece of white and cut it to 1 1/4 by 1. And I have lots of scraps in my package. So I got them right in the right one. Like a lot. That's the little tips and tricks. If you don't stamp a lot, keep your scraps because you might need them. So 1 1/4, or is that going to be better? Do 1 1/4 that way. I'll do 1 1/4 that way. 1 1/4 by 1. Okay, 1 1/4 by 1. And then I'm going to cut a piece of purple to go around it to kind of mat it, so to speak. The color is Perfect Plum. I thought Perfect Plum would look really nice with this background. So that piece was cut at 1 1/4 by 1, so this is going to be cut at 1 1/2 by 1 1/4. So I will do my 1 1/4 first, and then my 1 1/2. 1 1/4 by 1 1/2. Okay. Oh, my nose is running. Sorry guys. Glad I brought the tissues in. It's a slightly warmer day today, which is nice, but my allergies are kicking in because of that. So I apologize, guys. Allergies are no bueno. No bueno. Dropping stuff too. Okay, so we're going to take our Open If You Dare, sorry, not Enter If You Dare, Open If You Dare, and stamp it in basic black as well on the little piece of Whisper White we just cut. And yet again, you just tap it, and with something smaller like this, it's just a saying, you don't need to usually prime it as much because it doesn't have as much surface area, which is nice, but I'm going to stamp that. And remember, if you mess up, there are 2 sides to every piece of paper. Don't ever forget that. I mess up a lot. A lot of times I mess up when I'm trying to come up with something before I show you guys, so it's okay to mess up. So now this is what this looks like. It says Open If You Dare. And that was weird. Got cat hair on here. Sorry guys. My cats like to participate. Oh my gosh. Participate in my stamping apparently. Ugh. There we go. Sorry. But hey, they're quieter today. They're not bugging me like they normally do, which is good because I have the window open across from me. So they're fighting over who gets to sit in the window. Okay, so now we're going to put our card all together. Yours do too? It's nice having helpers sometimes, but sometimes it's like, oh my goodness, go away. But today we're good. So I'm going to use my snail, and I'm going to attach my inside in here. My snail. Oh, and look, there's a piece of cat hair right there too. Look at that. Okay, so my Have a Haunted Halloween is attached inside. Somehow I smudged it. With what? I don't know, because I don't have ink on my hands. I don't know. Okay, and we're going to put our gate on here as well. You often get paw prints? Okay, I haven't gotten paw prints. Thank goodness. But they know not to step on stuff, at least while I'm working. I guess they figured out not to step on the stamp pads. But yeah, love my cats, but let's see, center, or I think I'm gonna do top left. Okay, now we're gonna use some dimensionals on here. I'm gonna use 4 dimensionals on the back of my little saying. Right here. I might hear my husband walking around out in the kitchen. Okay, and let's see. I decided to offset the Open If You Dare. I thought about putting it in the center of the card, but I kind of like it up here instead. Okay, so that's our experimental card today. So how long did that take us to make? Like 10 minutes? Just experimenting? Not bad. Not bad. So yeah, I love this new set. I can't wait to play around with the Thinlits. Those are going to be fun. Because Halloween is in like 31 days. 32 days. I'm so excited. So excited. We're already planning our Halloween costumes. Are you guys planning yours yet? Do you guys geek out over Halloween like we do? Me and my husband both geek out over Halloween. Love it so much. And I love, the treat tubes from Stampin' Up, which I'm thinking maybe our next project next week is the treat tubes, because they're adorable. What do you guys think? Do you like Halloween? Do you like Thanksgiving? Does it make anyone else upset when companies just skip Thanksgiving altogether? Like they're like, hey, Halloween's over, let's plan for Christmas. Well, Thanksgiving is in there too. That's an important holiday. Anyway, I'm geeking out and sharing a lot. You love Halloween too, Megan? Oh, it's my favorite. I cannot wait to have kids come trick-or-treating to our house. I just love seeing all the costumes. They're so cute. It's just so fun. I love Halloween. And I wish my cats were a little bit better, because I would dress them up. I'd be a mean cat mommy and dress them up, but they don't appreciate that, so maybe I can sneak attack them sometime this month. We'll see. Anyway, yeah, so love Halloween, I love Thanksgiving too, and I love Christmas. So, and we're gonna do some fun stuff for all the holidays. Thanksgiving, I don't really have a Thanksgiving stamp set, but I have things that go along with that theme about giving thanks. So we're gonna try to do some Thanksgiving cards. Maybe Thanksgiving thank you cards. If you go to someone else's house for Thanksgiving and you want to give your host a thank you card, we'll try to put some of those together. So we have some ideas. And Christmas, of course, we've already done a couple this year of Christmas cards, but we will do some more because they're awesome. Anyway, guys, that is our live video today. I hope you had fun and I hope you enjoyed our card. Love this card. And I will see you guys next week on YouTube on Wednesday. Have a good week, guys. Bye.